Hello, good evening, everyone. I apologize for those who were on earlier and whom I was unable to talk to live last time, so I take full responsibility for screwing up last time. And I want to just take a moment to thank you for coming on today. My name is John Ruman, and I'm having a stress management workshop in 3 days, 15 hours, 14 minutes, and 33 seconds. So what I wanted to talk about is today why you need to say no. And what I would like to do is offer to Hi Natsu. I am on a few different streams right now, so if I'm saying hi to a few different people, please accept my apologies. But we live, hey, good night everyone. We live in a world where stress is accepted and that we take on so much more than we ever should. And what happens is when we take, hey, Kristen's on. Shout out Girl Boss Empire. When we take on more than we should, the challenge is we become overwhelmed, we become overloaded, and the stress response gets to where we experience anxiety, depression. It overwhelms us. So one of the things that we are going to discuss in the stress workshop on Saturday is why it's so unbelievably critical to say no and how to say no. And hey, Princess Marissa. And why it's so important to say no is simply this. You need to claim your personal sovereignty and power, and you need to own within yourself the sense that this is my value for my time. And I want to let you know that when you are actually owning your own confidence and when you are actually making choices and standing your ground, those who may have habits sometimes of kind of taking advantage of you when you're saying yes normally, and I'm not mad, and you shouldn't be mad at yourself either. You need to understand a couple things. When you have a problem that leads to you saying yes more than you should, which is more common than not, let's be honest, most of us in this world say yes far more than we say no, is we train these people to do that in the future. And let's step back a little bit. Why the heck are we saying yes all the time? And why do we say, well, and the reason is we know if we say no, we feel bad. And why do we feel bad? Because we let that person down. And why is that so bad? Because usually that person is part of our tribe. They're a friend, family, somewhere in our life. And when we are, hey, naive terrain, what's up? Margaret in the house. Talk about someone owning herself. Go Margaret. Anyway, it's important that you make the firm decision and own this, and you retrain these people. But again, the reason it really happens is you have a tribe. So let's pretend you are my tribe, and you're saying, hey, John, can you do this for us? Of course. Why would I say no? Because I want you to love me, and I want to feel accepted, and I want to be so critically acclaimed, and I want to be appreciated, and I want to just feel that love from you, and I want to know that I have a place. And we learn this from very young, because when we're young, if we get kicked out of our tribe, we die. We don't have a home. We need that home. So right now, for many of you, you're acting as though you're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. Okay? And that's okay. But I'm going to ask you to consider the possibility that you're... Hi, Jamie. Good to see you. I'm going to ask you to consider the idea that you are a sovereign adult. And that you being a sovereign adult will allow you to come into the possibility that you can make your own decision. Who knew that you can actually say, I'm good, And one of the things, hey Flora, good to see you tonight. One of the things that I'm going to talk about actually at the actual workshop is a methodology which won't make you feel quite as bad as you may feel now when you say no. And that's a very common issue. So don't feel bad that that's you. But the most critical thing in all of this is that you must realize within yourself you are a sovereign, powerful adult. Children are powerful too, but the more we're able to actually affect the outside world and not worry about being kicked out of our tribe, the more we're able to own our personal sovereignty, our personal power, our confidence, and therefore feel that it's okay to say no. So what I'm going to ask you is, hey, if you can't make the workshop on Saturday, it's all good. But what I'm going to ask you is this. Take time, and next time someone comes up to you and says, please, 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 I need your help on this, and it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't matter if you're just busy, if you genuinely don't enjoy doing it, and you would be shocked how they will find an answer somewhere else. And it always feels like when you're doing it that you're the only out. I'm sure you would agree that it feels oftentimes like you are the only out for this person. Listen, if I don't step up, they're going to die. They're going to starve. They're not going to have a roof over their head. They are not going to, whatever in your mind is going to happen is going to happen. Let me lay you off the hook. Every one of us, you, and you, me, all of us have all had craziness happen in our lives where we have felt there is no hope. We're going to die, right? And some of us said, to the degree, I want to commit suicide. And please, if you're ever that far, talk to someone. Don't internalize. Talk to someone about your desperation, okay? But we've all experienced some level of, oh my God, there's no answer to this. And every single time, it's resolved itself. Maybe not perfectly, but if you think back at the worst moment of your entire life that you can imagine, this hellish time, now it's usually for most people, it's the biggest blessing that they've ever had. People who have had things where they become paraplegic and they can never walk again, from the outside it sounds like, my gosh, that poor person. Like we feel this empathy and this sadness for their experience. They usually feel like, man, I feel like I've never been more alive. Counterintuitive. But think about it to yourself. The most awful experiences, assume you're learning from them and growing from them and not repeating them 1,000 times, they teach us. They're there to teach us. So learn, grow from that, and you'll have a tremendous experience forward. So what I'd like to offer everyone here is the information, because those who are on Instagram, I can't post all the details, but you'll see a post on my the link is the link in my account on Instagram, and you'll see a post as well. I'm having a workshop, and it's a stress workshop. So for those of you who are experiencing stress, I'm limiting it to 20 people. It'll be 90 minutes, starting at 10:45 a.m., ending at 12:15. It'll be at Santa Cruz Green Market, which is gorgeous. It's a little bit of heaven all by itself. And the cost is $150 day of, $125 if you prepay. So please prepay. Save yourself $25. Buy a coffee or something. But what I'm going to ask you to do, if you're able to go, I'd love for you to come. You're going to absolutely love it. So let me tell you what I'm going to go over real quick, and then you can go enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to go over 2 methods which will greatly reduce stress. And one of them, for example, have been many, many examples of people who experience depression and anxiety and PTSD literally no longer experience it after practicing this on a regular basis. And then also, I'll talk about how to actually say no in such a way that you won't feel bad anymore, because obviously we've discussed tonight, we've all been there. it doesn't feel good to say no. So let's find a way that you can feel more confident about saying no. And then we'll actually do a workshop step by step of all the common areas that we go through in life that we feel stress in, and then find ways to resolve that. So with that, I want to thank all of you for coming on tonight. Does anyone have any questions besides the nice waves? I have a question from Fleur. What if you have the wrong tribe? Oh, all right. Fleur, I hope you're still on. If you feel like you're in the wrong tribe, that's a damn good question. And if you missed this part of the talk, it's really important that you understand that the reason we feel so damn terrible is because we don't want to be kicked out by our tribe. But if you feel like you're part of the wrong tribe, what I would encourage you to do is two things. You can totally divorce your existing tribe. There's nothing wrong with that. But generally, you actually don't need to. Typically, what you can do is you can slowly upgrade what you pay attention to. If you've heard of the law of attraction basically says what you give your attention to, you get more of, okay? So, but your brain works this way too. So if you're with the wrong tribe, it's because you're focusing on the wrong things. If you focus on the things you love, your brain will pick up more things of what you love. So typically, I actually encourage people not to kick everyone out of their life. Maybe kick the bottom loser, but until you begin appreciating the value that people have, they will come back to you. Maybe not them, but someone else will, and this person will kind of be different, but similar. So until you clean up the way your brain works and perceives people, you're going to get the same tribe over and over and over again. People will change, places will change, but the tribe will basically recycle the same people in different bodies, if that makes sense. Because right now you're giving attention to a certain kind of person, and that person is not the kind of person that you want. So find out what it is about them that you like and focus on that. And they more than likely, especially the ones that you do not like, will commonly fall away. And then you will naturally attract to you those who want whom you want to actually be with. So this law of attraction thing that we hear about, yes, you can manifest money and all that kind of stuff, but it really is just more about how you can kind of craft your life based upon what your mindset is. So change your tribe by changing the way you think, and the way to do that is focus on what you like about that person, and you'd be shocked how the other things fall away and new things rise up. It's almost like a filtering process. So the other problem with throwing people away is unless you have new people you want to hang out with and upgrade them, then you may be challenged. Now, if you are able to find a new group of people that are wonderful and easy to hang out with, I strongly encourage you hang out with them. Simple. But commonly, because you haven't changed your focus, that person will repeat in some way, shape, or form. I hope that makes sense. Are there any other questions? Fleur, I hope you're still there. That was a great, great question. Hey, any of you beautiful people on Instagram, any questions? No. All right. Well, everyone, you have been incredible. I'll give you 10 more seconds, see if anyone has any questions. No. All right. Have a wonderful night. I look forward to seeing all of you who are able to make the stress workshop. For those who can't, all good. You know I love you. You know you're incredible. Thank you for coming on tonight. I wish you an incredible Adrian! Okay, Adrian Havelock, before I go, I want to say congratulations on your book, my brother. Congratulations on where you're going. I'm so happy for you. So those of you who don't know, there's an awesome guy. He's on Instagram right now checking me out. Adrian Havelock, and he's a phenomenal sales trainer, speaker, has a really great vibe about him. And the man has made a book and is in the process of getting it published. So I just want to take a moment to applaud you and your success, my brother. So anyway, all of you have an amazing night. Adrian, it's great to see you for the last couple of minutes. And I think you'd enjoy it if you want to watch it again. But if you don't, all good. Have an awesome night. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.